probably going to be an actual war. And that might be a time when silver and gold go up again. So that'll be in 3 years, 2 or 3 years, that'll start. So I think we're going to have a couple years where things are kind of relatively peaceful maybe for a little while, and I think silver's going to go down to 50. And it's at 80. It's 85 right now. I should slow down. It's at 85 approximately right now, and I think it's going to go down. There's a guy online that he's the palmistry guy, and he's Indian, and he thinks that silver is going to stay down for the month of February and then go back up. I think he's wrong. I think he's too bullish on silver. I think it's because of that religion over there, and those people, they love gold and silver. They're gold bugs. They're gold and silver bugs. And so I think his thinking is being a little bit affected by his attachment to silver and gold. I just have that feeling that that's what's going on. And Mahendra doesn't specify when it's going to go to 155. And yeah, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe it's going to go to 155 now. But I think it's going to wait. I think it's going to wait until this period, maybe later on. I mean, it could go up later. And we're going to have 2 more bull runs. We're going to have one at 155, and then we're going to have one at 255, and then the final one, which is maybe quite a ways away, is 500. And that's maybe not going to be for a while, at 500. And I think silver's going to underperform gold in the next year. That's why I changed over some of it to gold. Now I could get another van. I mean, they got a van over there. They got a white one, and they got 3 vans. 2 of them are kind of dark colored. I might want to buy a van. I mean, on all these other things, when I made a bunch of money, I didn't buy anything when it went up. And it's like, I should do something with it. But I think it's going to catch us all off guard, this thing with China. And the reason why is because Russia and China are working together. We forced Russia to work with China. We forced it by fighting in Ukraine. And Russia's getting help from China, missiles, and they're also getting help from North Korea. They're getting military equipment, and they're getting men from North Korea. There's men from North Korea in Ukraine, fighting in Ukraine. And of course, I'm sure Trump don't like that. And neither does Ukraine. And they might not be such bad fighters. They might be kind of well trained. They might be good fighters. I don't think there's a huge number of them, but it's extra boots on the ground that Ukraine has to worry about. They were working in the north, in Kursk, when Ukraine invaded Russia. North Korea helped them, so it's like, yeah, they've got an alliance. They got a relationship with each other. We forced that. We caused that. If we wouldn't have allowed that war, Russia wouldn't you know, be friends like that. Now they got a relationship going. They've helped each other out. And so if North Korea needs help, now Russia will help them. Or if China needs help, they'll be obligated to help them. And so when we go to war with China, it'll be like, we're not going to get any help from Putin because of the way we treated Russia. What we should have done is stayed the hell out of Ukraine and tried to get Iran away from Russia. It would have been a lot easier to do. We could have said, we'll help you sell your oil, or we'll do some favor for you if you get rid of Iran and let them have a new government. It would be a lot easier. Now it's not going to be so easy because they had to go to Iran to get help to fight us. They used their missiles to defend themselves against the West. So they have to kind of honor that. I mean, Iran helped them, and so yeah, they're kind of obligated to help them back. It's just kind of the rules of friendship. And they needed the help, so they, you know, it's the way it is. They kind of inherited these relationships from the Soviet era, and these countries were willing to continue the relationship with trade with Russia. And so it's like, yeah, okay, they're with these countries now, and these countries just so happen to be against the United States. And we put the dang Iranian regime in power. And they're repressive. And we replaced a good regime with a bad one. And now that bad regime is weakening, and Russia wants to help them. And I mean, they've been around since the 80s, since the early 80s, so it's like, what are you going to do? Tell your friends to go to hell? You're going to have to support them. And maybe we can talk them out of helping Iran if we tell them, hey, we'll lay off Ukraine if you lay off Iran. I mean, that's a reasonable thing. But there's not going to be any talking China out of what they want. I mean, we're still buying a lot of stuff from China, I think. I mean, like, I bought that popcorn maker. I have a feeling that's from China. When I get it, it'll probably be from China. Some of the other ones I was looking at, they are. And it's like, you can't buy anything. You still can't buy stuff. There's a lot of things that you can't buy unless they're made in China. They've got control of the world's production. If you want a popcorn maker, a good popcorn maker, you gotta buy one made in China. It's gonna be made in China. It's either that or you go without it. There's a lot of things that you just can't buy made in America. And I think America, we are moving production here, but I think we've forgotten how to make stuff. We've had the production gone for several generations, and I don't think people know how to build things anymore. I bought that thermometer, and I thought, well, that's American made. I'll buy that, and it's garbage. It doesn't work. I mean, I remember how things were back in the 70s. I think everything was made in America. We had a few things made in Japan, but a lot of stuff was made in America. And it was well made. It was good stuff. And now you get stuff made in America, and it's no guarantee that that's going to be any good, because they've had to start all over again with learning how to build stuff. I mean, you've got people that have never worked with that before, and now they're going to try to do a production. And the Chinese, I mean, they've been making stuff for decades.